Hey everybody, Nick here, and Jose Arewin, one of my viewers, asked me what my thoughts are on the latest Spyderco releases, so I figured I'd do that. Obviously, I haven't got to handle any of them yet, and, I won't for a little while yet, probably. But still, I can give my opinions based on prior Spyderco knives and just my own personal excitement in there. So let's just jump in. It's the Gale Bradley Advocate. It's an M4 flipper. It's full titanium frame lock. I don't like the orange peel texture, but that's just personal aesthetics. If they do the flipping action right, at $225 for M4, this is going to be pretty compelling. So I'm interested to check it out, but it's not something I'm really, visually speaking, that turned on by. It's not something I'm going to be running out for in a heartbeat here. This is the Rubicon 2. I don't get the Rubicon 2. The Rubicon 1, I've recently reviewed. It'll go live before too long here. And its biggest advantage was that it was beautifully built. It was a beautiful example of knife making and manufacture. And the Rubicon 2 is a less expensive version of that meant for EDC. And so you keep the blade, which isn't great for EDC just because of the geometry, and you get rid of all the stuff that made it really interesting, the ornamentation and whatnot. And so, I don't see it. And given the price isn't that low, $209, I don't know. I'm not seeing this here. Maybe they've done something different that'll convince me a little bit more. But for the most part, I just don't see the Rubicon 2 being worth my time. This guy, however, is very tempting. This is the Peter Carey Magnitude. If they do this with the same fit and finish as the Rubicon, by the same designer, but with this more useful blade shape at 3.5 inches, I'm very interested in this knife. This is really neat, and I'm glad they're doing these high-end things, and at $281, it's $20 cheaper than the Rubicon. Can't argue with that, right? The EuroEdge, I'll be honest, I don't get it. I don't like fullers, I don't like fake daggers. There's no part of this knife I understand. If you love it, then great, but no, not for me. But this guy I am enthusiastic about. This is the Spyderco Ouroboros. And this is a knife that I've had pre-ordered for a long time. The moment I saw this guy, it went on my pre-order list because it's got a neat trick. It folds into itself in an interesting way. And it's a compression lock knife. The price is really high, $170 for VG10 made in Japan. But at the same time, we'll see. So as soon as I get mine, you'll be hearing about it, no doubt. This is another interesting knife, the Rhino. I'm not generally a fan of upswept tips on blades. For some reason, it rubs me the wrong way. Not a fan there. But the thing is, there's a lot to like here. This is a compression lock knife. This is it's a small knife. That's the big thing. If Spyderco is starting to put the compression lock into a bigger swath of their lineup, I'm a big fan of that. So a small compression lock could be really compelling. $50 is a great price here. The steel is a little weak. BD1, CTS BD1 is about 8 CR13 MOV. It's in that range. It's probably fine for EDC, but I don't love it. And so between the blade and the steel, I'm not super in love, but I love the idea of more small compression locks. Next is your Sage 5. Sage 5 is just another Spyderco Sage with a compression lock this time. It's probably going to be the best Sage ever, just because the compression lock is one of the best locks ever. But at the same time, I don't get that excited about the Sage line. They don't do it for me visually in the hand. So, such is life. I'm really looking forward to, speaking of small compression lock knives, the PM3. So that's the Spyderco PM2, a paramilitary 2, but with a 3-inch blade. That's really cool. They've talked about it as being called the Minuteman. That may not be true anymore. But either way, when that releases, I'm going to be in line for that. That's going to be excellent. And that's what I'm more excited about in terms of small compression locks than I am the Sage 5. This is the SpydieChef, which is another design by Marcin Slisch, who is, he's the guy who did the Slisch Bowie. And so for that reason alone, I'm interested in this knife. It's really designed to be a chef's knife. It's got a rust-proof steel, the LC200N, which I'd be interested to check out. But it's also got the titanium, and it's got the little grooved fullers here for a pinch grip. It looks like it's going to be pretty interesting. And at $191, it's not so bad, particularly. So, I don't know. I'll try and probably check one of these guys out. Should be interesting. And then you get into the fixed blades. And this is a big H1 steel serrated edge fixed blade. Probably a great fixed blade if you are around water all the time. And serrated edge is how you should be doing H1 steel. 100%, but don't really have a strong opinion there. This is a actually pretty attractive looking fixed blade, although, again, I'm not a big fan of the fake dagger thing. but it works fine. And at 180 bucks, it's a little high, but 20 CV is a great steal. So, you know, hey, actually, you know what? For 11 inches of 20 CV, 180 bucks is actually not bad at all. Yeah. So, okay, this is interesting, although, again, I don't do fixed blades particularly. This is the Spyderco Junction. I don't like the design particularly. It's just a small fixed blade. Whatever. And at 180 bucks, doesn't do it for me. And then this is the Bird Starling 2. And this is in Spyderco's Bird line, which is basically cheap Chinese versions of a lot of their popular knives done through Spyderco. And this is a cheapo little Chinese dragonfly. You know, 25 bucks, okay, maybe, but I found the quality control in the Bird line to be pretty lacking, so I can't get enthused about Bird. But anyways, that's what's going on with the latest from the Spyderco. I'm pretty excited about some of these. My big winners are going to be the Magnitude, the Ouroboros, and, well, the PM3, which isn't announced yet here. So, there you go. I hope this has been interesting to you. Great question, and have yourselves an absolutely wonderful rest of your day.